Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you very much for joining me. This is FXCM's non-farm payroll live trades, the 4th of November, and it's just gotten past 20 past 12 GMT. My name is Russell Shaw, I'm a senior market specialist at FXCM. Can I just confirm you guys can hear me and see the screen? Can you just give me... Okay, cool. All right, excellent. Let's just go through the high risk investment warning. I'll keep this on screen for a few moments as well. And here's our market commentaries disclaimer. So I've got two monitors. So if I'm not looking directly at you, I apologize. I'm just bouncing between the two monitors. Just keep this market commentaries disclaimer up. And our references, so we're going to be trading on Market Scope 2.0. It's a live trade on a live account. We're going to use Forex Factory. And we'll just get the data off of Forex Factory when it's released. I'm also going to have TradingView up. I very rarely, I don't know if I think I may have once used TradingView. The real rate here, and I've got the US dollar. This is FXCM's US dollar basket. The reason that I'm using TradingView for that is because as a FXCM employee, I actually don't have access to trade US dollar, so it's not on my platform. So I might just want to see what's happening with the dollar, and I'll use TradingView for that. All right, let's bring up the layout. So we'll trade Euro US dollar. I've got a 1 hour, I've got a 15-minute, and generally we'll be monitoring the trade on the 1 minute. The way that we are going to trade this, just to set up the parameters. Okay, so we're going to wait for the, we're not putting on a position beforehand. We're going to wait for the non-farm payroll, and it's either going to shoot Euro US up. So if it's moving up, dollar's getting sold off. If it's pushing down, Euro is getting sold off. Money's then piling into the dollar. So we're going to wait for these impulses. Either there's going to be an impulse up or there's going to be an impulse down. We're then going to wait for the correction. And if the initial impulse was up, we're going to try take the next impulse to the upside. If the initial impulse was down, we're going to try take the next impulse to the downside. The stop loss is going to equal 20 pips, and the take profit will equal 20 pips. Okay. What we're going to try and do is trail the stop. Okay, so if we do get stopped out, we want to actually get stopped out for less than 20 pips, but the maximum that will expose us up to is 20 pips on this. And that's the way that we will approach this. Let's just go through to Forex Factory. Okay, we've got about 2.5 minutes or so. Okay, so the non-farm employment, we're looking at about 187,000. I think this is going to be important. And the average hourly earnings is something that we can look at as well. So if the average hourly earnings is high, well, that's not going to please the Fed, who's trying to get inflation down. So that would indicate that there would be a sentiment towards interest rates. I think that would be net dollar positive. Similarly, if non-farm employment is higher than 197, I think it is going to be net dollar positive. What's going to be interesting is if there is a sort of a dichotomy or discontinuity between the hourly earnings and non-farm employment, then which way is the market going to go? And that's going to be very interesting. Okay, we've got less than a minute. Let's just see Right, got up 50 seconds. Go back to the. Let's go back to the screen here. All right, so just on about 30 seconds now. Some pre-positioning coming in. We've got about 5 seconds here. Let's see what's going on. All right, so Euro is getting hammered. A ton of money is piling into the greenback. So either the non-farm payrolls is higher than anticipated, or the inflation will be higher. Let's see if we can get some sort of idea here. All right, so we've got a massive surprise to the upside here. That's why you saw money piling into the greenback. Let's just see the average hourly earnings, and we've got some inflation pressure there. Okay, so this is all dollar positive. If you just take a look at the hourly, it's pushed right past this central pivot. Okay, so we've pushed right past the central pivot. 15 minutes stochastic heading down. All right, let's see if we can get into a position here. Okay, so we're going to use a very specific pattern, candle pattern. It actually comes from short-term bar analysis, but we're going to be using a reference candle reversal. Okay, so this is how we're going to try get in. We're going to need 3 candles, and we want one of them to show an obvious highest high, and then we want the candle to the right of it to close under the reference candle's low. Once we get that, we'll take short. Okay, so this is our reference candle for the time being. Okay, so we'll just keep an eye on that. Gee, a lot of money piling back into the euro here. We might have to watch this for a few more moments. I'm just setting in the stop loss and the limit. All right, so this is still the reference candle. Here's our trigger. It's quite far from where we are, nevertheless. It's odd action, isn't it? Over the last 2-3 minutes, sort of off a big movement down. Okay, this is still the reference. See, we've got this long range candle here that makes it a little bit more complex because there could be a whole lot of price action in this range, but we still keep the rule. We want to close below that reference candle. Okay, I'm just watching this. This okay, it's interesting. Not much happening. This is a doji. A little bit of confusion coming in by the market participants. Okay, that's interesting. You see the gap there? It's very strange price action. Because this impulse has now been invalidated. Very, very all right. All right, let's see if the market gives us something to work with here. We're going to have to see if we get a pullback or go to the long side. So for the long side, there's a lot of volatility. Wow. So alongside, we're looking for this type of a reference. So then we want the lowest low in at least 3 candles, and then a close above the reference candles high. Okay. You can see the stochastics moving into that upper quintile is really odd. So there's been a complete shift in sentiment now pro euro. Okay, here's the next candle. Okay, so there's the reference. Another 36 for this candle. All right, let's put in the trigger. Okay. New reference candle. See, it's the low. I've got to say, this is the strangest market action I've seen for a very long time. Another 9 seconds with the next candle. Another reference candle to the downside. Another 15 seconds, we'll get the next candle. See if we can get it to close above this reference candle's high. I think reality is setting in here. You're starting to get sold down, which is very, very difficult to an entry here. Another 30 seconds. Gurdeep saying maybe back to the short again. No, this is the impulse. We're going to work with the impulse. Another 5 seconds. Get the next candle. Okay. All right, so now we're potentially in business. You've just got to close above this horizontal. So without a doubt, I think tough payroll trade I think we've had to date. We don't get the signal. Let's put it over here, just for the sake of prudence. Give another 20 seconds here. We got potential entry if we can hold above this green horizontal. All right, so we're in now, and let's see how this trade goes. It's a very tough trade. Just that entry is quite draining. All right, so this is 20 pips. It's 20 pips in front, and this is 20 pips below, and we want to start. Trailing a stop up as soon as we can. Let's just give it a little bit of room to breathe. Okay, look at this stochastic. So the stochastic's heading in the right direction. I wanted to get about 80 and I wanted to hold there. That would be indicative of a momentum build, which is exactly what we need. Okay, we're going to start locking in profit here. That might have been a little too aggressive. Let's just see if the bulls come back in. Another 17 seconds. Okay, that's what I want to see. Candle. 6 seconds. Do you see that gap down there? And I don't like that at all. Why did the price gap down there? There's some sellers. Let's pop this up a little bit more. There we go. Got it. There we go. That was a challenging trade. All right, but we hit the 20. My goodness, that was quite stressed about that. That was this month's non-farm payroll. Hope that you guys enjoyed it. Live trade on a live account. Please join us again for next month's. I'm not sure if we'll have it in December. It depends on the staff complement, but I'll let you know. If there's any questions, please go ahead and type those in just before we sign out. Any questions? Thanks, Anna. All right, guys, let's wrap up here. Thank you very much for joining, and we shall chat at the next non-farm payroll. Cheers, guys.